So in that case, we have a concept called full join. But what is full join, right? The full outer join helps to fetch all the records from both the table, whether there is a match or not. So from the image itself, you can understand and you can see that if if you have two tables like A and B, and you want all the data from both the table, that's irrespective of their matching in the data or not, right? But wait, why do we need to have a data like that? So sometimes if you want to see, or if you want to just this merge two table and to understand what are the data you have, so that time we actually go for using full outer join. So this join does not check for any similarity in the both of the table. They just take all the data from both of the table and just print them out, right? So this is the concept of full join. Now we will go to MySQL workbench and let's have a look at how we can actually execute our full join concepts and how it's going to help us for manipulating and fetching our data. So here we know we have tables of customer, branch, and we have a table called account. Now we are going to use the same technique. So if you can have a closer look on this, so the main syntax for joining is same. That what is differ the concepts, right? Whenever you're going to use inner join or left join or right join, or you want to use a full join, right? So in that case, your syntax will be same, but what you need to remind what are the concepts behind that. What will happen if you use right join? What will happen if you use left join? And what will happen if you use inner join? Right? If your base is clear, what are the joins and how these joins are working? So it's just a one syntax you need to understand and you need to remind to write your query, right? And also do let us know in the comment what you feel about this join and what are the problem you have faced when you go for using the full join and right join, left join, or this is a confusing thing, right? So if you are a beginner, if you start learning SQL, so obviously I do believe that what join should you use, it's actually a very complicated thing. Okay, but when you start using these things like quite regularly, that time it is quite okay that you know what are the things you want, what are the data you want to fetch from your table. So that time you can easily identify which join will work for you. But if you are just a beginner, if you start your career in SQL, so in that time you really need to have some time and you need to give some more time to understand what are the join concepts, right? And how they are going to help you to manipulate and fetch your data. Now we are going to talk about full joined account. So in that full joined, first you need to write select, the normal command, and every time if you want to fetch any data, you have to keep that in your mind. You start with select, right? So select is the command. It's just if you want to fetch anything from your data set, you have to use that. Select star. Star is basically all the attributes you want irrespective of anything, right? Select star from which table, right? So customer table. Select star from customer, then you need to write which type of join. So if you actually break this query into few parts, so you can see first you need to write select command. Then what are the attributes you want to go for? So for my case, I want all the attributes. Then from which table you want to take them, right? So select star from customers table. From customer table, I want all the data. Then what type of join, right? It's a right join, left join, inner join, or it can be full join, right? So I have written full join. Then you need to write which table you want to join in the previous one, right? So in that case, you are going to write account. So I want to merge two tables, that is customer and account together. From there, I have written on, right? This is the syntax you need to remind. On, then your foreign key, right? So we all have a foreign key to add two tables or to making a relationship between two tables. So in that case, we have written account dot customer ID. So customer ID is our foreign key. Account dot customer ID is equals to customer dot customer ID. So let's have a look at what we are going to get after using full outer join. Okay, so I got an error. But why I got the error? Customer dot cust ID, right? Okay, let me just do that. Okay, so here I am going to write this. So we were getting error when we are trying to write select star star from where? The table name, the account table, right? So basically we were getting the error when we are trying to do a full outer join using full outer join keyword. But why? I will answer you that why we are getting the error. Let me do that again. So select star from account, then we need to write, if you're going to write full outer join, and then we are going to write the which table you want to join. So basically it's a customer table. So from there on, and the same foreign key concepts, right? Yeah. Yes, and then the semicolon. Okay, but we are getting an error that outer is not valid at this point, at this position. But why? Or if I'm going to remove this as well, it will give me an error, right? So maybe something is not there. Yeah. So why we are getting this error? So basically after MySQL 4.0, I mean, they are not gonna use, or they are not gonna support full join technique directly. So if you want to do full join, you need to use a union concepts. So what does this union stands for? So what we do, we just need to write select star from account, the table name, and the left join. Maybe you can do, I mean, we are basically doing the normal union concepts. We are taking the left join and we are taking the right join. So basically it's going to be a full join, right? But directly it's not going to take the full join concepts from MySQL 4.0. Okay, so this maybe they can ask you in the interview that why we cannot use full outer join or full join in MySQL. Yes, we can do that, but we actually need to use some other concepts, because from MySQL 4.0 they don't support full join directly, that full join keywords, right? So what we are going to do, we are going to write select, then star. What are the attributes? I want all the attributes from which table? The account table. Okay, then I am going to do the left join first. So if you're going to do left join, you will get all the records from the left table. So left join, then the customer, the table name, then the foreign key concept you have, account.customer ID is equals to customer.cust ID, right? Then we are going to write union. Okay, the normal union concepts, union, then select star from account, the same thing. Now we are going to use right join, right? Then right join customer, the table name, on account.customer ID, the foreign key concepts. Now we are going to write the semicolon. Don't forget to put the semicolon. Okay, and please do let us know in the comment that what you feel about, and did you ever also get the same error like the way we got. Okay, so basically doing that because I just want to show you why we were getting the error. Okay, so if you are going to use higher version from MySQL 4.0, that time you need to use this technique. Yes, you can see it's already worked and we got all the record. Okay, so if the customer does not have account, then also we get the record, and if the customer has account, so then also we get the record, right? So basically what it does, it's the full outer join concept is basically you just want to take all the data from particular two tables. Okay, irrespective of any condition, irrespective of any matching, right? So this is what full outer join concept stands for. Right, now we will go to the presentation again and we will have a look at what are the other join concepts we have in our